Solving the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0 using the quadratic formula. Okay, so we know that the quadratic formula is negative b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So here's our example problem, m squared minus 5m plus 4 equals 0. So the first thing we're going to do is get a, b, and c. So a equals 1 because it's this value, and b equals negative 5, and then c equals 4. Okay, so now we're just going to plug these values into the quadratic formula. So we have x equals negative 5 plus or minus square root, and then negative 5 squared minus 4, and then a, and then c. So 4, 1, and 4. Okay, and then all over 2a. Oh, wait, well, 2, 1. So now we're just going to solve. So we have x equals 5 plus or minus square root of 25 minus 16. And then all of that is over 2. Okay, so then after that, we're going to have x equals, we're going to have x equals 5 plus or minus, 5 plus or minus square root of 9 over 2. And then that just equals, x equals 5 plus or minus 3, because the square root of 9 is 3. And then divide that by 2. So then over here we're going to have 5 plus 3, and then over 2, and then 5 minus 3 divided by 2. And then, so this one equals 4, and this one equals 1. And those are your answers. Okay, so now we're going to solve the form ax squared plus bx equals 0 using the quadratic formula. So this is our problem, 5r squared minus 2r equals 88. And then we're going to move this 88 to this side. So then it's going to become 5r squared minus 2r minus 88 equals 0. Okay, so then once you have that, we're going to get our a, b, and c values. So a equals 5, b equals negative 2, and c equals negative 88. So when you have all your values plugged in your formula, then you're just going to solve. So you get x equals 2 plus or minus square root of negative 4 plus 1,760. Okay, so, and then you're just going to solve. So x, okay, so now we're going to solve. And we're going to have x equals 2 plus or minus square root of 1,756. Okay, all over 10. Okay, so then we're going to come over here and have x equals 2 plus or minus 2 square root of 439, because the square root 4, or the perfect square 4, goes into this number, and so it goes into it 439, and then the 4 comes out as a 2, and so then that would be your value for that, and so then you would just put this over 10. Okay, so then we're going to simplify and divide everything by 2. So then this will become 1, this will become a 1, and this 10 will become a 5. Okay, so now we're going to get the a, b, and c values. So a equals 2, b equals 1, and c equals negative 3. So now we're just going to plug them into the quadratic formula. So we have x equals negative 1 squared minus 4 times 2 times negative 3. Okay, and that's all over 2